Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the 170th segment of Be Inspired with Buzopat Life-Changing Reality Tonic. I am your host, Honorable Ambassador Buzopat Osigwe, and this is the platform we call our little community where we embrace our truth that leads to our freedom. Yes. While I am here, one thing I know for sure is that I'm saying it the way it is. Nobody is an embodiment of wisdom in this life. So which year? I drop what I feel, you grab what you can, and join with what you think you know, and we all will become better people. Okay, and that will be my solace, have always been my joy. Well, before I proceed, remember to subscribe to this my YouTube channel, Be Inspired with Buzopat. Like, share to your friends and contacts. Drop your comment there. Give it a thumbs up. When I say give it a thumbs up, give it a thumbs up so that YouTube will actually recommend it for so many other people that will get the opportunity. And click on the notification button so that you will know when next my video drops. Yes. Today, I'll be talking on the topic, being polite. Yes. Being polite, okay? Most times what we'll share here is really something that is our everyday life. And being polite means being aware of and respecting the feeling of other people. It's paramount. And it means maintaining good manners in all things. This is not about what you want to do. This is not about how you want to live. This is not about what you feel, and as you want it. No, this is about something that you need in order to live a wonderful life on earth and be able to give account of all that you have done in a very good way and be remembered for all the good qualities that you must have exhibited while on earth. Okay, so we do this because we have to do it. We must do it. Because when we maintain good manners in all things, where we go to, we will be remembered for something that is wonderful. We interact with a whole host of people every day of our life, every single day. And little politeness is not just necessary, it must be encouraged. It must be encouraged. Most people may not always, they may not always acknowledge politeness, but they are always, in their usual manner, notice rudeness. When somebody comes into a place, you may greet everybody, you may not pay attention, but when somebody comes in and becomes very rude, everybody, wow, this person is rude. So what does it show you? That politeness is actually the way to go. It's a way to go, and we must learn to do it. It's something that we all must learn to do. Good manners doesn't cost anything. It truly costs nothing, yet it gives you everything. It guarantees everything and creates a wonderful goodwill and automatically makes life much more easier for you and others too. There's so many people listening to me. You may be wondering, politeness, is everyone not polite? Well, being polite is very expensive. It's not everybody that has what it takes to be polite. It's not everybody that knows what it means to be polite. It's not everybody that practices it. It's not everybody that exhibits it. It's not everybody. Some people are genetically wired with aggression. They are rude. They are arrogant. They are everything. And they don't even know the difference. That's the truth. They don't know the difference. And that is why we're here. If you don't have good manners, you're seriously in trouble. You are, what did I say? Seriously in trouble. And what am I saying? That some people, everybody mustn't get it 100% correct. No. None of us will brag that we are doing them all. No, nobody. But you know what? When you're used to being polite, you will realize how easy and good it is. And you will never want to stop. Being polite is something, that everyone must make effort to imbibe, to inculcate into your words, because that is the only thing that will make this world go. What are the expectations, and what is it that you think you can, somebody will have, and it qualifies that person as being polite? There are few that I had to list out here that you need to know. And check yourself as well. Like I always say, when we talk like we do here, we say, check if this is a life you're living. If you don't have it, a day starts a story. Never say never in life. You are never bigger than anything, and we will keep learning in this life until the day it's over. So every day you come across something that you need to grab it. There's no time that they say, oh, you can no longer learn. It's not possible. So while I say that, I will maybe start with the commonest one: queuing up. Queuing on the line without jostling, without hustling, without pushing, without shoving, without cussing. That's number one, politeness. That you can come out and see that this is where you are and other people are there before you. You just kindly queue up. Most of us don't have it. Most of us just feel, oh, it's only me. When I come, I need to be attended to. Oh, I am fine. Somebody is waiting for me. I need to do this. I need to take a child to hospital. It doesn't matter. Other people that are there before you also have something that they need to do and what to do. So if you come up, queue up behind the next person. This is being polite. Then complimenting people when they deserve it. Complimenting people when they deserve it. Understand the meaning? Because an unjustified compliment is mockery. I need you to understand it. Don't say you're hyping somebody. When you know somebody doesn't earn what you're saying, you are indirectly mocking the person. And anybody that is sensitive will pick that mockery, and you may end up making somebody's life miserable without knowing. So because when you give an unjustified compliment, it is rude and it's unacceptable, and most people do it. Somebody is not pretty, you come out and say you're looking like this. What somebody is wearing is not nice, you come out and know indirectly you're making the person second guess him or herself. That is not nice. Being polite requires not sticking your nose in what that doesn't concern you. That's being polite. When something is not your business, do not poke nose into it. Don't poke nose into it. Don't stick it around. Don't bother. Don't want to eavesdrop. It's not your business. Stay out of it. And then another way of being polite is keeping promises made. When you make a promise, keep to it. You won't understand how decent it is to keep to promises that you have made. A lot of people breaking promises is just like it's their second nature. They and breaking of promises are 5 and 6. That's what they do. They don't even feel bad about it. But that is not being polite. That is it. And then keeping basic table etiquette. The issue is that when you see people that don't observe table manners, it's crazy. What they do, a lot of people overstuff their mouth. A lot of people will be flickering with their cutleries. A lot of people will be dropping their elbows. A lot of people will be talking while there are so much on their mouth and all that. These are a no-no. But we commonize this in because we don't know that it's part of being polite. And again, in classified information that are with you, you have no business to divulge it, no matter what the circumstances may be. That is being polite. It doesn't matter. If you are no longer in good terms with whoever has given you that secret to keep it. Still keep it. Because that's what the person... So you don't need to do that. Because we don't understand that this is, lack of being polite. That's why we do all these things and get away with it. Not shouting at people and being aggressive unnecessarily is part of being polite. Apologizing when you get on someone's way. When you do that, you're being polite. See, these things are decency that you don't even need any other person. You don't even need somebody to tell you need to do this. If you have it, not swearing or being religiously profane, you don't need to be. You don't need to be. It's part of being polite. Avoid banging doors when you come in and when you're going out. A lot of people don't know. Once they open somebody's door, you're entering in somebody's house for the first time, you're opening the door, you're jamming it, and everybody will be starting, sorry. There's no need for that second sorry that is coming. If you will politely close the door, and then when you go out, politely close it behind you again. That is it. And then being civil is one of the best ways to be polite, not swearing or being, okay, I have said that one before, I've said that not for not being religiously profane. I've said that. And when you're civil, you're polite, standing back when there is a rush. A lot of people, even when in aircraft, everybody wants to go out at the same time. Everybody, you end up staying there longer than necessary. But if everybody stays back and one moves, you find everything working. Don't ignore people when you're being spoken to. People do this thing and call it big girl or big boy and all that, or you're snobbing or something. That's not being polite. Don't ignore people. Pick your calls when you are called. You never can tell if the information that they want to give you will save your life. You don't know. And don't drop phone on people. That's not being polite. Don't drop phone on people. And then greeting is a blessing. People don't understand. People actually think that when greeting is about, doing somebody else a favor. Greeting, when you say good morning to somebody, it's a blessing. You just pray to the person. And when somebody says good morning to you, it's a blessing. The person just prayed for you as well. And then not only is it a blessing, it's ageless. It's timeless. It's mandatory. And greeting elders is very respectful. So you're not doing it because you want to impress or you want to. It's something that you need to do. And that is part of being polite. Tell me how they will know. If you come into a place, you see elders, you just pass. What would they call you? Just show me that child that will come into where the elders are sitting, and that child, whether he or she will pass. Everybody will conclude that this person not trained, that this child is mannerless. So what does it show? When you do that, that's exactly how people see you. Be hospitable, feel for others, have compassion and show it. It's not just about you talking about it. And then be grateful for whatever it is that you have in life. A lot of people are so greedy, covetousness. Everybody wants to have. But being grateful for the little you have and for whatever anybody has done for you is part of being polite. Say thank you. It doesn't matter. Stop over expectation, because that is one of the reasons people are so ungrateful. When you expect that you're going to get 1 million, if you're giving 1,000, you will no longer be happy, and it will be difficult for you to say thank you. Nobody owes anybody anything. I keep saying it anyway. Learn to stay in your lane or in your corner. Mind your business. Mind your business. Honestly, respect the views and opinions of others. Yes, you may not agree. I will say my own. If I don't like your own, I will not drop my own for you. But I'm not going to quarrel you with your own. Keep your own, I keep my own. Then there's no need for us to have rancor. All people will. So if you see where people are fighting because they are disagreeing over something, in a restaurant, commotion, places, and it will result to heavy fracas, you'll be wondering. Everybody can keep their own opinion and views. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. Don't grab the last piece of cake or meat from the plate. You're not the only one that is eyeing it. Other people are eyeing it, but they are being polite. So you join and be polite as well. That's part of being polite. Always be cautious and charming. Nothing stops you from smiling always. You don't smile because you're happy. Smile because you must smile. You smile because your heart is bright. You smile because you're grateful. You smile because God has made you alive. You smile because you got to smile. And when you smile, a lot of things becomes easy. When you frown, then imagine when you frown and pass. If you pass 100 persons, 95 will ask you what is wrong with you. But if you pass the same people smiling, everybody will greet you and pass. Nobody will be concerned to pull you to say, because your face is not registering or showing anything. Then, offer guests refreshments when they come to your house. If you have, a lot of people will have drink. They will be there gisting with their visitor, talking the one they want, so that they will not go and bring drink or whatever and offer what they have. It must not be drink, even if it's one biscuit, even if you want sweet. But instead of keeping your guests, if you have, then offer if you have. If you don't have, it's a different thing altogether. And don't sit, a lot of people People will come to their house, and by the time they finish and they are going, okay, bye bye, you sit there. No, that's not being polite. At least, even if you don't want to walk far, walk the person to your door and not like, okay, goodbye, next time then. Do you understand? Walk them to the front of the door, and then you can now say goodbye. Don't sit where you're sitting, because they actually had come to see you. Nothing. Courtesy demands that you just step up, and then you don't need to walk far. Nobody say walk them to the main gate or to the car or something, but you must stand up from where you are, at least to the front door, and then say goodbye. That's the thing. So again, something people do always that is not okay. When people come to your house, don't pour drinks from your kitchen in classes, no matter how close you are with that person, no matter how familiar you are. It's not nice, and that's not being polite. Because we're living in a crazy world. You bring the drink like that for them. And if you want to open a glass or pour it for them, say, shall I? Please, may I? Can I? And then the person says, okay, if not, leave them to serve themselves. That's part of being polite. Don't ever pour from anywhere because you think you can. No, don't. If you're used to doing it, stop. It's not okay at all. Okay? Then ask questions that won't hurt. You cannot see somebody and just say, do you have a child? It's not your business. How old are you? It's not your business. It's not your business. Are you married? It's not your business. Don't ask people questions that are so embarrassing, and don't talk loud in the way that will discomfort others on the phone when you are not alone. Do not talk and talk and talk in that loud voice so that people will now be stopping whatever they want to do to accommodate you. No. And the same thing with music. Don't play it in that way that everybody will now stop. They can't even talk on their phone, they can't answer their calls, because you're making noise. Do you understand this? We can go on and on and on and on and on these things, but remember that we're talking about being polite. There's so many ways you can be polite, and you make the life of other people around you to be so decent and to be so wonderful. Okay, this is my message for us today. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Again, be inspired with Buzopat. Follow me at Instagram, be inspired with ambassador.buzo. Follow me at TikTok, be inspired with Buzopat. Follow me at Facebook, be inspired with Buzopat, and moment of truth with Buzopat. Then DM me as usual. Most of the things I discuss, I always say, is based on the questions and things that people send to me. I don't want to bring people's personal problem to here and be talking about it, but people are going through a whole lot on this earth, and people are confused in so many ways, and people really want to learn some things, and when there are things that I see, most times I bring it out here so that we can discuss it generally, and everybody will learn how to do one or two things right. Okay, see you next week again. Bye. God bless you.